Alright, welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at this week's Sunday preview. This video is sponsored by CMO Games and the VoxLink app. More on those later. So it's Sunday and we know what time it is. The Kharadron Overlords and Regiments of Renown offer their services. Alright, so right off the bat, I gotta say I'm super excited to see what the Kharadron Overlords have coming. And also, we've seen a preview of these Regiments of Renown, and while we don't know the prices yet, some of these are really nice. Hold on to your valuables. The Kharadron Overlords are preparing to plunder the mortal realms. Mercenary regiments of renown are on the lookout for opportunities to ply their trade, and the Daughters of Khaine are fighting their way into the Gnarlwood. So there's a little video right here if you want to check it out, but we'll take a look at the full reveals. So right off the bat, we see the Kharadron Overlords Battle Tome, Regular Edition, and Limited Edition as well. The sky fleets of the Kharadron Overlords have weighed anchor, and are jetting across the skies of the mortal realms in pursuit of profits. No source of Aether Gold will be safe from the enterprising Duradin thanks to updated war scrolls, pitch battle profiles, and a new Path to Glory rules. For the mightiest of mercantile magnets, Battletome Kharadron Overlords will also be available in a limited edition featuring gilt page edges, gold foil blocking, red ribbon page marker, and soft touch cover. It is limited to just 500 numbered copies. Alright, so we know that the regular Battletome is going to be 55 USD and the limited edition should be 90. Although we're getting close to the new price increase dates, so there is a possibility that we're going to see these books go up by like $5 or something like that. So we'll have to wait and see. So next we have the Codewright. He was already shown off. Very cool model, super unique. Definitely a little joke around about Warhammer and rules bloat in my opinion. All Kharadron operate within the constraints of a baffling and labyrinthian living document known only as the Kharadron Code. Fleets frequently head to battle with the Codewright aboard, as the brainy Duradin can navigate the ocean of precedents and footnotes, twisting sacred legislation to give his admiral an advantage. So very cool model. Definitely a big fan of this. It's super unique. Hopefully he's cool in game terms too, but I'm definitely liking this guy. And next we have the Vanguard Kharadron Overlords. Muster your own fleet with this Vanguard box packed with airborne Duradin. You get a formidable Arcanaut admiral, a 10-man Arcanaut company, 3 Endrinriggers that can alternatively be built as spear-toting Skywardens, and an Arcanaut frigate to ferry your footsloggers into battle, guns blazing and engines steaming. So I do like the addition of the middle-sized vehicle. So if we go ahead and do the breakdown on the Vanguard box, based on the recent boxes that came out, the last two actually saw the price increase to $140. So it's safe to assume that this box will also come out at that $140 price range, and that is with the increase already in place. So we're basically seeing these go up by $10, which is roughly that 6% mark, right in line with Games Workshop set. So if we know this is going to be $140, the Admiral is $32, the Frigate is $85, the Endrinrigger is $50, and the Company is $55. Now keep in mind, these are all the existing prices for the range, and then it's the new price for the box set. So likely all the individual models will be going up by a few dollars as well, somewhere around that 5 to 10% mark. So that being said, the total box comes out to $222. It is 15 total models, but it does include a large vehicle. So if we take that $222 total at MSRP, and then we calculate based on the $140 new MSRP for the Vanguard box, that'll give us a 37% savings. So this is on the higher end of the savings for Games Workshop's Vanguard boxes. As a matter of fact, the last couple that we saw come out were really bad on savings. They were much closer to like the 30% mark. So this one is substantially better. It does include the large vehicle, has a nice little selection of models here. Honestly, I have to say this is a good box. I like it. The value is good, the composition is good, and this is a good place to start if you're interested in the Kharadron Overlords. As always, I would have preferred to see the new character in the box, but Games Workshop really hasn't been going that route, so seeing the Admiral in there makes a lot of sense. So we haven't seen the actual rules yet for the new Kharadron Overlords, but I do think this is a nice box, and it's definitely a good value based on MSRP. Now a quick message from today's sponsor, VoxLink Tabletop Gaming App. VoxLink is the ultimate tabletop community gaming app designed to connect tabletop gaming players, help find and attend games, events, and tournaments nearby. VoxLink app will offer a free version as well as bonus features for premium users. VoxLink app is the best new way to stay connected to tabletop gaming communities you love. And who's behind this revolutionary new tabletop gaming app? The one and only Constantine, aka the Magnet Baron, a 30-year veteran of the hobby. And with your help, we can make this dream a reality. Check out the Kickstarter launch of the VoxLink Tabletop Gaming app that will change the way that we connect and play forever. VoxLink, help build the community and make tabletop gaming better for us all. Now, back to the video. Moving right along, we have the War Scroll cards for the Kharadron Overlords next. Ensure you have all of your War Scrolls at hand when you need them in the battle with this pack of 17 reference cards for the Kharadron Overlords, alongside 2 token boards which will help you keep your abilities in check. And we're still missing a couple sets of the War Scroll cards for some of the factions that have already come out. I'm assuming at some point in time there was some kind of delay or something like that. Eventually, they should come. The Kharadron Overlords make their own luck on the battlefield, but a fine set of brassy orange dice with black ink may help tip the scales ever so slightly in your favor, and the Kharadron Overlord symbol on each 6 face can't hurt. So these look pretty good. 20 dice in this set, so that's worth noting. They have good visibility. The pips are black, the dice are bright, so gotta say they look nice. But the dice boycott continues. All right, and next we're into these Regiments of Renown. So these things are pretty cool. We've seen them in the past, and honestly, they've been pretty nice value overall. So we don't know the prices on these yet. We don't know if they're all going to be the same price or different prices. Last time, they were all different prices. So we know when these were put out previously, Regiments of Renown were pretty good value. They were limited run boxes. Some of them sold out very quickly. Others are still available years later. So if there are some really good ones or some great value, we're going to break them all down and we'll make sure to point that out so you know which ones to make sure to grab before they're gone. So first we have Norgrim's Rune Throng. Norgrim's Rune Throng are an exiled band of dispossessed Duradin on the hunt for valuable rune lore. These stout dogs of war will happily lend an objective capturing hand to any order general willing to help them in their quest. So some cool dwarfs right here. Nice little box set. And next we have the Coven of Thrix. The Magistar Thrix learned how to harness the essence of demons into his endless spells, and ever since the agents of Tzeentch have been seeking to snuff out his particular talent. Why? Only the Changer of Ways can say. Chaos Generals who can offer shelter for the Arcanite Assassin will be able to recruit this expert spellcaster, exploiting his unique knowledge of endless spells in battle. So nice looking box right here, has the endless spells in here, so interesting. And next we have Veromord's Shamblers. Corrosive smoke billowing on the wind heralds the arrival of Veromord's Corpse Cart. This talented necromancer is an expert in breaking through the magic seals that guard the mortal realm's crypts, resurrecting dead zombies who he protects with his own thaumaturgical wards. He's eager to accept the patronage of any death warlord who will take him. So another cool box right here. And we have Hargex Pit Beasts. Pro tip for aspiring pit masters: never leave your former master alive. A young upstart overthrew Hargex, and now he travels the realms in search of vicious monsters he can beat into submission. Any Chaos General willing to help him add to his monstrous menagerie and take back his position overseeing the Pit of Shattered Spines will find Hargex and his 2 mutant pets to be a terrifying trio of fighters. So pretty neat right there. And Elthwyn's Thorns. Elthwyn's Soul Pod Grove was tainted with the maddening energies of the flesh-eating ghouls, and as a result, this band of Sylvaneth now struggled to hear the soothing tones of the spirit song. The Arch-Revenant fights back against this curse daily, darting around the battlefield on behalf of her Order employers with Gossamed Archer allies by her side. Nice box right here. And we have Big Grick's Cruel Shots, and this may be the most exciting of the boxes. Orcs love to prove their might over the many monsters that inhabit the mortal realms, though very few do it with quite as much panache as Grick and his bodyguard Cruel Shots. With vile venom-encrusted bolts, these cunning killers will happily skewer any problem they're pointed at, as long as they get paid by a destruction warlord. Warhammer Community will host free rules for all 5 of these Regiments of Renown next week, or you can get a physical copy in the next issue of White Dwarf. So super cool. Definitely looking forward to these regiments, and then we can see the actual breakdown of what's inside, the value in them, and then we'll do a price comparison when we know the prices. And then also super cool to know that you can either download for free the rules for them, or you can check out the White Dwarf and get them inside as well. A nice incentive to pick up a copy of White Dwarf. Touche, Games Workshop. So yeah, definitely looking forward to these. And now a quick message from this week's sponsor. This video is sponsored by CMOGames.com, where you can get 15% off most Games Workshop pre-orders, and they go live right at midnight Saturday mornings. CMOGames.com offers free shipping on orders over $25 in the US 48, and most orders ship within 24 hours. CMOGames.com has been selling Games Workshop products online for more than 20 years, and customer service is their top priority. CMOGames.com carries the full line of Games Workshop products, including 40K, Age of Sigmar, Kill Team, Warcry, paints, hobbies, and tools. Visit CMOGames.com using the affiliate link in the description below so they know you heard about CMOGames.com from Warhammer Man Studios. Now, back to the video. And moving on to the Warhammer Underworlds, we have Grycel's Aranai. The gladiators of Har Kuran have descended on the Gnarlwood to shed blood in the name of their murderous god and hone their deadly skills. Led by Grisel the Slaughterer, this lightning-fast warband is made up of exceptional acrobats who favor speed over defense, slashing and dashing their way through their foes as they inspire each other to more extraordinary acts of carnage. So pretty nice models right here, but the Daughters of Cain line is pretty good, so these don't really stand out as amazing the same way that some of the other warbands do. And next we have the Warhammer Underworld's Gnarlwood Beastbound Assault deck. The forests of Ghur are packed with critters large and small, and warbands who can harness these deadly denizens find themselves at an advantage when fighting in the Gnarlwood. Simply pop open the Beastbound Assault Rivals deck to find out what a little bit of animal magic can do for your favorite warband, or mix the cards with your existing decks to unlock new combos in the Nemesis and Relic formats. And next we see the Arcanauts Oath. Drucky Flint is a Kharadron overlord set apart from his kin. For one, he's a little taller, but he's also a little more adventurous, and along with the crew of Aisling, he's carved out quite the name for himself. His infamy comes back to haunt him in Guy Haley's The Arcanauts Oath, as the Arugish Duradin and his crew get wrapped up in a terrifying conspiracy, which you can soon read about in the paperback format. So pretty cool, and there is a unique model to go along with that. And we have the Black-Eyed Saint. The smog-shrouded mining town of Calignus is gripped by a mysterious epidemic, and the one girl to flee its bounds speaks of terrible powers at play. The heroes, Runor Skoldorf and Tiberius Grimm, launch an expedition into the Bloodrock Peaks, but what they find will be more sinister than either of them can imagine. This mysterious tale of Morghast continues in Dale Lucas's Black-Eyed Saint, which will be available in paperback, ebook, and audiobooks. And last but not least, we have Resting Places. Even the most stalwart warrior's blood would run cold in the face of the horrors that haunt the worlds of Warhammer. Get a hefty dose of shock and gore with the Resting Places, a Warhammer horror anthology that collects all 11 Horror Week e-shorts from 2021 and 2022 in one place, alongside 2 new stories by Richard Strachan and J.H. Archer. So lots of cool stuff coming this week, especially exciting for Kharadron Overlord players or those to be. Looks like they've got a nice book right around the corner, and then we see a new model as well as the Overlord's Vanguard box set, which is a really nice value. And then even if you're not a Kharadron Overlords player, there's lots of other cool stuff coming to Sigmar. Definitely going to be a super exciting week. Looking forward to the future breakdowns. We'll have a price video as well. And special thanks to CMO Games for sponsoring the video, and also the VoxLink app as well. Links in the description below. Super exciting week for those Sigmar players out there. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm excited. What about you? And I'm out of here.